Good afternoon, everyone. So today our topic is elasticity of demand. जो elasticity of demand है उसको हम डिस्कस करेंगे. Elasticity of demand को समझने से पहले we have to understand some important thing about demand chapter. जो demand chapter हम पढ़ रहे हैं उसमें क्या बताता है कि demand law of demand states that law of demand जो है क्या बताता है कि जैसे जैसे प्राइस बढ़ता है वैसे वैसे डिमांड जो है वो कम हो जाती है, या जैसे जैसे डिमांड बढ़ जाती मतलब जैसे जैसे प्राइस कम होता है तो डिमांड बढ़ जाती है. अकॉर्डिंग टू लॉ ऑफ डिमांड, इफ देयर इज इंक्रीज इन द प्राइस ऑफ एनी कमोडिटी, डिमांड इज गोइंग टू डिक्लाइन, और विद द डिक्रीज इन द प्राइस डिमांड इज गोइंग टू इंक्रीज. बट लॉ ऑफ डिमांड जो है इसको बोला जाता है क्वालिटेटिव कंसेप्ट. Qualitative concept. Why it is a qualitative concept? Because it gives only the direction between the two variables. Direction. What kind of direction? It says that if there is increase in the price, demand is going to decrease. If there is decrease in the price, demand is going to increase. So both the variables are moving in the opposite direction. One is going this way, another one is going this way. Okay, direction of the two variables. But now what is the disadvantage of demand, law of demand? It does not it does not explain is that if there is 5% increase in the price, if there is 5% increase in the price, how much will be the effect on the demand? What will be the percentage effect on the demand? That it's not going to explain. That's why we call the law of demand is not a quantitative concept. It is not a quantitative concept, it's only qualitative concept. Now when we come up to elasticity of demand is giving the answer of this question. What it makes the law of demand as a quantitative concept. It makes law of demand as a quantitative concept, right? So when we have to define elasticity of demand, we say elasticity of demand can be defined as percentage change in demand of a commodity. How much demand of a commodity is changing due to percentage change in any factor affecting demand. कोई भी फैक्टर जो डिमांड को अफेक्ट करता है उसमें कितना परसेंट चेंज आता है, उसके कारण उस कमोडिटी की डिमांड में कितना परसेंट चेंज आता है. ठीक है, तो इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड इज इक्वल टू ED इज इक्वल टू परसेंटेज change in demand, percentage change in demand किसकी, of any commodity divided by percentage change in any factor affecting demand. किसी भी फैक्टर को में कोई सा भी फैक्टर हो, there are so many factors which are affecting the law of demand or which are affecting the demand. तो किसी भी फैक्टर में कितना परसेंट चेंज आता है, एंड ड्यू टू दैट उसके कारण कितना परसेंट डिमांड चेंज होती है. व्हाट इज द हाउ मच will be the effect of change in any factor, percentage change in any factor affecting demand, and how much it's going to change the demand of that commodity. How much percentage change will be affected on the demand. That's known as elasticity of demand. After that जो इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड है, इट्स ऑफ थ्री टाइप्स. वन इज कॉल्ड एज प्राइस इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड, फर्स्ट वन. सेकेंड वन इज कॉल्ड एज इनकम इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड. थर्ड वन इज कॉल्ड एज क्रॉस इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड. हमने यहां पे क्या बता दिया, एनी फैक्टर. नाउ फैक्टर्स आर विजिबल इन फ्रंट ऑफ मी एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट आई विल चेंज देम. If I am going to write down price elasticity of demand, price elasticity of demand can be defined as percentage change in demand of a given commodity. Now in case of any factor I am going to replace it with the price. Now I'm going to how to write down it. Price elasticity of demand can be defined as percentage change in the demand of a commodity due to percentage change in any factor affecting demand. Second one, income elasticity of demand. Income elasticity of demand can be defined as percentage change in the demand of a commodity due to percentage change in income of the consumer. Factor is here now income. Cross elasticity of demand. Cross elasticity of demand can be defined as percentage change in the demand of a commodity due to percentage change in the price of related goods. Cross elasticity of demand can be defined as the percentage change in the demand of a commodity due to percentage change in the price of related goods. The related goods are of two types. One is known as substitute goods. Another one is known as complementary goods. Now, what is the definition? Substitute goods are defined as those goods which are demanded in one place of another. Which are demanded in one place of another. There is continuously rise in the price of tea. I can go for coffee. So this is the substitute goods. Tea can be used in place of coffee and coffee can be used in place of tea. They are called as substitute goods. Complementary goods are defined as those goods which are demanded together. जिनकी डिमांड एक साथ होती है. If I have to purchase car, अगर मुझे कार को purchase करना है, that means I have to demand the petrol. These are called as complementary goods. Now, इनमें किसी में भी related goods में how much will be the change in the price of related goods, whether they can be substitute goods or complementary goods, and how much they are going to affect the change in the demand of that commodity. That's known as cross elasticity of demand. So this is the theoretical explanation of this. Now we are going to come to the mathematical part of this chapter. That's how to measure the elasticity of demand. Elasticity of demand जो है उसको measure कैसे करेंगे हम? तो इसके लिए we have got three methods. In order to measure elasticity of demand, we have three methods with us. Number one method is known as percentage method. Number two method is known as proportionate method. And the number three method is known as geometric method. What is the definition of elasticity of demand? Same is the definition of percentage method. According to percentage method, the elasticity of demand for a commodity can be calculated by the following formula. What is the formula for according to that method? Same is the definition of the concept. According to the percentage method, elasticity of demand can be defined as or can be calculated as percentage change in the demand of a given commodity due to percentage change in the price of that commodity. Look at here, I write down ED is equal to, elasticity of demand is equal to percentage change in the demand of a commodity, that I am going to write down delta Q upon 100 divided by delta P upon P into 100. This is percentage. That's why because of this percentage, this is known as percentage method. Now what is this delta Q? Delta Q is equal to Q1 minus Q. And what is this Q1? Q1 is final demand, Q is initial demand. Delta P here is P1 minus P. P1 is new demand, P1 is new price and P is initial price. For example, when the price of the commodity was 50, the consumer was doing the demand of 500 units. जब price 550 थी per unit, the consumer was demanding how many units? 500. Now, due to the decrease in the price from 50 to 40, the price has decreased from 50 to 40 and consumer is demanding 600 of that commodity. This is the initial price and this is the new price. This will be denoted by P1. This is the initial demand, this is the new demand. It will be denoted by Q1. Now how to calculate delta Q? It will be equal to Q1 minus Q, 600 minus 500. That will be delta Q will be equal to 600 minus 500, that will be equal to 100. And delta P will be equal to 40 minus 50, that will be equal to minus 10. Now if I am going to solve this question, what will be the delta Q? Delta Q will be equal to 100 upon initial demand is 500. Delta P change in price is minus 10 upon 40 into 100. So you can find out the answer of this question. So this is about proportionate method. Now if I am going to remove this percentage, okay, it becomes proportionate method. अगर मैं percentage को remove करता हूँ, it will become proportionate method. Now look at here, according to proportionate method, elasticity of demand जो है, इसकी जो formula है, ED is equal to delta Q upon Q divided by delta P upon P. Since we know that this is the multiplication of this and this is the multiplication of this, so I am going to write down that elasticity of demand will be equal to delta Q into P divided by Q into delta P. This is the formula. There is another way to write down, ED is equal to delta Q upon delta P into P by Q. So this is the formula for calculating elasticity of demand according to proportionate method. Now the most important out of these three methods, that's known as geometric method. According to geometric method, the elasticity of demand of any commodity can be calculated by a small formula, that's lower segment of the demand curve upon upper segment of the demand curve. जो भी डिमांड कर्व है उसका लोअर सेगमेंट कितना, लोअर सेगमेंट की वैल्यू कितनी है और उसका अपर सेगमेंट की वैल्यू कितना है. नाउ लुक एट हियर, फॉर एग्जांपल कंसीडर दिस, आई एम is a demand curve in front of me and I have to calculate what is the elasticity of demand at the midpoint of this demand curve. That means the value of lower limit and the value of upper limit both will be same. If what is the formula? ED is equal to lower segment upon upper segment. If the line is divided into two equal parts, can I write down 50 divided by 50? Okay, 50%, 50%, both are same. So 50 and 50 will go, elasticity of demand will be equal to 1. So you should remember that at the midpoint of any demand curve, कोई भी डिमांड कर्व जो होती है उसका जो मिड पॉइंट होता है, मिड पॉइंट पे हमेशा उसकी इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड जो है वो 1 कहलाती है. ओके, और उसको बोला जाता है यूनिटरी इलास्टिक डिमांड. अगर हमको इस चीज को डिफाइन करना है यूनिटरी इलास्टिक डिमांड को, हम क्या लिखेंगे? यूनिटरी इलास्टिक डिमांड कैन बी डिफाइंड एज, it can be defined as the method in which elasticity of demand will be equal to 1, or we can say that when the percentage change in demand will be equal to the percentage change in the price. Okay, elasticity of demand क्या है? percentage change in demand, percentage change in price. इसकी वैल्यू कब 1 होगी? when numerator and denominator will be same. तो ये न्यूमरेटर और डिनोमिनेटर सेम अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस ज्योमेट्रिक मेथड कब होगा? व्हेन लोअर सेगमेंट एंड अपर सेगमेंट बोथ विल बी इक्वल टू ईच अदर. तो हम क्या लिखेंगे? इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड जो है वो यूनिटरी तभी होगी व्हेन परसेंटेज चेंज इन द डिमांड ऑफ ए कमोडिटी इज इक्वल टू द परसेंटेज चेंज इन द प्राइस ऑफ दैट कमोडिटी. ठीक है, जितना प्राइस में चेंज हो रहा है अगर उतना ही परसेंट डिमांड में भी चेंज होता है. यू शुड रिमेंबर दैट द इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड विल ऑलवेज बी इक्वल टू 1 एंड एट द मिड पॉइंट इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड विल ऑलवेज बी इक्वल टू 1. नाउ कमिंग टू द अपर सेगमेंट, लास्ट टॉप मोस्ट पॉइंट, if I have to calculate elasticity of demand at this point, okay, what is the formula? ED is equal to lower segment upon upper segment. This is whole lower segment. Okay, lower segment is 1, upper segment is 0. There is no upper segment. Okay, anything divided by 0 is infinite. Whenever elasticity of demand is infinite, we called it perfectly elastic demand. Perfectly elastic demand. Now how to define it? This is price, this is demand. That means this should be 0, this should be anything. Okay. Now, when demand of a commodity, or we can say when there is no change in the price of the commodity, price में कोई change नहीं हो रहा है, still demand keeps on changing. Still demand keeps on changing. This is known as perfectly elastic demand. This is known as perfectly elastic, and its value will always be equal to infinite. Third, again, now not at this point, now at the lower that point. Go back to the formula. Elasticity of demand is equal to lower segment upon upper segment. Lower segment क्या है? Now lower segment is 0. Upper segment is 1. Imagine. So at this point elasticity of demand will be equal to 0. 0 को किसी भी नंबर से डिवाइड कर दो, that will be always equal to 0. तो अगर इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड जो है अगर वो 0 होती है, उसको बोला जाता है परफेक्टली इन इलास्टिक डिमांड. Perfectly inelastic demand. So how to define it? Again go to this. किसमें change हो रहा है? There is no change in demand and price changes. So according to this we are going to write down the definition. The elasticity of demand can be perfectly inelastic in that situation in which change in price does not have any effect on the change in demand. Price कितना भी change होगा, अगर demand पे कोई effect नहीं पड़ता है उसका, तो उसको बोला जाता है perfectly inelastic demand. Okay, and there are two more concepts that's known as elastic. Fifth one is known as inelastic. Elastic and inelastic. Look at this. Again, this is a demand karo. This is midpoint. So what will be this? If I have to measure the elasticity of demand at this point. Now look at here. I am dividing this into two parts, and this is the 75% of the demand curve. This is the 25%. Definition क्या है? Lower segment upon upper segment. Lower segment कितना है? 75. Upper segment कितना है? 25. That will be equal to 3. So cannot I write down elasticity of demand is greater than 3, greater than 1? So अगर elasticity of demand is greater than 1, 1 से ज़्यादा होगा, उसको बोला जाता है elastic demand करो. Elastic demand करो. So how to write down? How to define it? A demand curve is said to be an elastic in that situation in which a small change in price brings a large change in demand. A small change in price brings a large change in demand. It's known as elastic demand curve. Now, if again I have to measure this, I am dividing into two equal parts. This now I have to measure elasticity of demand at this point. Now this part will become 75 and this will become 25. Now what is the formula? Lower segment upon upper segment. Lower segment कितना है? 25. Upper segment कितना है? 75. That will be always less than 1. एक से तो कम ही होगा, 1 से ज़्यादा, एक से 0 से ज़्यादा होगा और 1 से कम होगा. ठीक है, अगर ऐसा सिचुएशन देखने को मिलता है उसको बोला जाता है इन इलास्टिक डिमांड करो. So look, large change in price. When the large change in price brings a small change in demand, when the large change in price brings a small change in demand, it's known as inelastic demand curve. Inelastic demand curve. So tomorrow in the next lecture we are going to discuss them with the help of table and graph of each of the 5 types of elasticities according to geometric method.